The sixth-generation Ford Taurus is a full-size car that has been manufactured by Ford since June 2009. As with its predecessor, the sixth-generation Taurus is a full-size four-door sedan. After an 11-year hiatus, the Ford Taurus SHO made its return to the lineup. Sharing the D3 architecture with its predecessor, the Taurus is available in both front-wheel and all-wheel drive. While not a direct replacement for the Ford Crown Victoria or Mercury Grand Marquis, the Taurus is the largest and longest Ford brand sedan currently sold worldwide and competes in the same price range as the preceding vehicles. The replacement for the long-running Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor, named the Ford Police Interceptor Sedan, derives many of its underpinnings from the Ford Taurus SHO. The Taurus, Taurus SHO, and Police Interceptor Sedan are built in Chicago, Illinois. Development and marketing. In late 2006, Ford Motor Company named Boeing's CEO Alan Mulally to replace William Clay Ford, Jr. as its own chief executive. One of his first decisions was to abandon the unpopular F-model naming scheme for Ford division cars. A critic of the discontinuation of the Taurus, Mulally designated the 2008 mid-cycle refresh of the Ford 500 to be released as a reintroduced Taurus. While the redesign itself addressed several deficiencies of the 500, particularly the powertrain, it was still criticized for its handling and bland styling, with one reviewer describing it as a SUV shaped like a sedan. In January 2008, revealing that the fifth-generation Taurus was to be replaced around the 2010 model year, Alan Mulally stated that the upcoming model was the one we should have built originally. In April 2008, a leaked photo of a 1/1 scale design mock-up purported to be the 2010 Ford Taurus circulated on the Internet from message boards. Ford contemplated legal action against websites which posted the photo, and Ford attorneys asked site owners to remove the photo. Ford's USA website showed videos comparing the 2010 Ford Taurus to 2009 model year luxury sedans, including the flagships of several Japanese marques. One test showed that the Taurus paint coat was more resistant to gravel chips than a Lexus LS460. Another noted that the Taurus had a blind spot detection sensor system that the Infiniti M45X lacked. The third showed the Taurus SHO outpacing the Audi A6 4.2 FSI Quattro V8 in straight-line acceleration. The last comparison said that Taurus cabin was quieter than an Acura RL. Sales for the sixth-generation Taurus are projected to be around 50,000 to 75,000 annually, as Ford planned a lower volume to avoid steep discounts incentives. Previous iterations of the Taurus, which were classified as mid-size cars, had sold 400,000 vehicles per year at their peak in the 1990s. Release. The 2010 Ford Taurus was unveiled at the 2009 North American International Auto Show at Cobo Hall. In May 2009, the new Taurus debuted at 3 dealers in the Buffalo, Tampa, and Houston, respectively, to be put on display and to build anticipation for the release. The first dealer, West Hair Ford in Hamburg, New York, was chosen due to the successful unveiling of the redesigned Ford F-150 earlier that year. The 2009 Taurus counterparts, the Ford Taurus X and the Mercury Sable, ceased production in spring 2009 at Ford's Chicago assembly plant. The sixth-generation Taurus production started on June 15, 2009 for the 2010 model year. Unlike previous generations of the Taurus, the sixth-generation Taurus would not have a Sable counterpart since the Mercury brand was in the process of being phased out by the end of 2010. For the first time since 2002, Lincoln dealers sold a Taurus-based sedan, the Lincoln MKS, introduced as a 2009 model. Design and features. The design of the sixth-generation Ford Taurus was led by chief designer L. Lucas. Many of the Taurus design elements were influenced by the music that the design team listened to. According to L. Lucas, "When you've got good music, it's amazing how many shapes come out." The sixth-generation Taurus also features a 3-bar grille and rear-end design similar to the Ford Interceptor concept. The new Taurus also features Ford Sync, push-button start, heated front and rear seats, crash avoidance system, and a lane-changing blind spot warning system. Also new for the Taurus is Ford's new multi-contour seats, which feature air cushions that pad the driver and passenger Euro unregistered trademark S entire back, including 3 for lumbar support, 4 for lateral support and 4 for the seat pad. The bottom cushion features active motion technology, which provides a subtle continuous massage, designed to lessen back pain on long trips. The 2010 Taurus was the first vehicle to use the multi-contour seats. 2013 facelift. The 2013 refresh of the Taurus was unveiled at the 2011 New York Auto Show and bears cosmetic changes, new engines, and new technology. The most obvious change is the new front fascia incorporating sharper angles and restyled headlights. Changes to the rear of the car were minor, with the only noticeable change being new taillights and dual exhaust tips. While the interior remains largely unchanged, the Taurus now incorporates a heated steering wheel, an interactive gauge cluster, and the My Ford Touch system, which includes a new head unit with 8 inches touchscreen. Other features new to the 2013 Taurus include an all-new Sony sound system featuring HD radio and iTunes tagging, multi-contour seats with active motion, push-button start, auto high beams, and a rear-view camera. The standard engine on the updated Taurus is the 3.5 Duratec V6, which produces 288 horsepower and 254 pounds-ft of torque while achieving 19 city/29 highway mpg in FWD configuration. A newly available turbocharged 2.0L ECO boost 4-cylinder generates 240 horsepower and 270 lb-ft of torque and achieves 22 city/32 highway mpg. SHO models receive a 3.5L twin-turbocharged ECO boost V6, manufacturing 365 horsepower of power and 350 lb-ft of torque and paired with a 6-speed high-capacity 6F55 select shift automatic. The 2013 Taurus SHO's European rivals are the Volvo S60 T6 design, the BMW 550i, the Mercedes E550, and the Porsche Panamera 4S. The 2013 Taurus became available at dealerships starting in March 2012 and arrived as the first Taurus in the Middle East for the 2013 model year to replace the Ford Crown Victoria, which had ended production at the very end of its 2012 model year. There are no major changes for the 2014 Ford Taurus, save for new wheel designs and minor tweaks to standard and optional equipment. A lane keeping assist feature has been added to the driver assist package. Equipment lane keeping system, blind spot information system, adaptive cruise control, Ford collision warning with brake support, sync with My Ford or My Ford Touch, torque vectoring control and curve control. Variants and trim levels. The 6th generation Ford Taurus was sold in 3 trim levels, SE, SEL, and Limited. The base SE model, designed for rental and fleet use, came stock with a 3.5L 24-valve DOHC Duratec 5.6 engine, 6-speed automatic transmission, manual tilt telescopic steering wheel with audio and cruise control functions, an AM/FM stereo with a single CD player, clock, MP3 capability, and 6 speakers, Ford's Marquis system, and advanced track electronic stability control. The mid-range SEL trim level had the same engine, with a 6-speed select shift automatic transmission featuring paddle activation, dual-zone electronic automatic temperature control, a leather-wrapped steering wheel and shift knob, Sirius satellite radio, and a perimeter anti-theft alarm. The top-of-the-line Limited model featured perforated leather trim bucket seats, ambient lighting with choices of 7 different colors, sync voice-activated communication and entertainment system, a premium AM/FM radio with a 6-disc and CD changer, chrome accenting, heated mirrors with memory and security approach lamps, a reverse sensing system and rear-view camera. Taurus SHO equals. The 2010 Taurus SHO was unveiled at the 2009 Chicago Auto Show. It went on sale in summer 2009, with a base MSRP of $37,995. The SHO includes a 3.5L ECO boost V6 engine rated at 272 kilowatts at 5,500 RPMs and 475 Nm of torque at 3,500 RPMs, a select shift 6-speed automatic transmission with control paddles mounted on the steering wheel, torque sensing all-wheel drive, sport-tuned suspension and steering, 19 inches alloy wheels with Goodyear Eagle tires, a decklid-mounted spoiler, twin chrome exhaust tips, and SHO-specific parking lamp bezels. The SHO performance package includes upgraded brake pads, recalibrated electronic power-assisted steering for improved responsiveness, a sport mode setting for the electronic stability control, a shorter 3.16:1 final drive ratio for faster acceleration, and summer compound 20 Goodyear Eagle F1 performance tires with premium painted wheels. 0 to 60 miles per hour time is rated at 5.2 seconds. Police Interceptor Sedan equals. When the Ford Crown Victoria Police Interceptor ended production in late 2011, a variant of the 6th generation Taurus was offered to police forces in early 2012 as a 2013 model. Ford is referring to the new police car simply as the Police Interceptor Sedan, rather than a Taurus. The standard engine is taken from the Ford Mustang and not available on the civilian Ford Taurus. Its 3.72L aluminum block V6 engine weighed 40 pounds less than the previous version. With 24 valves and twin independent variable cam timing, it produced 305 horsepower and 280 lb-ft of torque. The 3.7L engine came with a new dual exhaust. Gasoline mileage increased to 19 city/31 highway mpg. The EcoBoost model of the Ford Police Interceptor Sedan features the 3.5L ECO Boost V6 from the SHO producing 365 horsepower. The Cyclone V6 and ECO Boost versions feature all-wheel drive, like the SHO. The Police Interceptor includes much of Ford's latest safety technology, such as blind spot information system, rear-view camera, reverse sensing system, and electronic stability control. Ford states the Police Interceptor Sedan will match the safety record of the CVPI, and have desirable CVPI features unavailable on the Taurus like a column-shifted automatic added back in. In 2014, Ford offered the four-cylinder engine from its civilian counterpart in the Police Interceptor Sedan as part of a special service trim designed for detective and administration uses. The 2015 model offers three engine drivetrain configurations: 3.5-litre V6 with front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, 3.7-litre V6 with all-wheel drive, 3.5-litre V6 ECO boost engine with all-wheel drive. Reception: the Ford scored well in test drives, and the media was pleased with some of the new features available in the 2010 Ford Taurus. Some of these features include all-wheel drive, cross-traffic alert, collision warning, blind spot monitoring and adaptive cruise control. The Taurus shares the powertrain and many available technological options of the Lincoln MKS, which is built on the same platform and mechanical underpinnings, while having a starting MSRP of $10,000 USD less than the MKS. While its predecessor was criticized for dull styling, the new Taurus was described as big and muscular to draw attention, albeit a love it or hate it affair. Motor Trend stated that its broad stance, high sill line, slit headlamps, and technical grille give it a leopard look, which was considered handsome. However, despite being praised for its exterior appearance, it was still criticized for its lack of interior room and reduced sight lines despite its full-sized exterior dimensions, compared to the previous generation 500 Taurus, which was praised for its vast interior and greenhouse visibility. One reviewer remarked that while the old Taurus interior was cavernous, the new one just feels like a cavern. Edmunds noted that the 8th generation Honda Accord had superior driving dynamics and a more efficient design that yielded almost as much interior space as the larger Taurus. Car and Driver described the Taurus as overweight and underpowered, with unresponsive braking and steering, while Motor Trend criticized a few aspects of the interior as evident cost-cutting. Safety: 2010 National Highway Traffic Safety Administration crash test ratings, frontal driver, frontal passenger, front side, rear side, rollover. See also. References and notes. External links, official Ford Taurus site, official Ford Taurus Police Interceptor site, Ford Taurus at DMOZ, Ford Product Press Info.